Hello to everybody here following yoga and wellness for pregnancy. Whether you're pregnant or not, or already have been pregnant and currently a mama, maybe you're just interested in what kind of information I've been posting in a little bit more of a slow flow. We will be doing today a 10-minute chair flow. So preferably have something pretty sturdy. You can sit towards the end and have a good amount of support, so nothing too soft. So sometimes I'll do a seated flow on the edge of my couch. It has quite a bit of support to it, but if you notice that it's really sagging and is too soft, then don't do it on that surface. Find something that has a little bit more firmness to it to give you that support, because ultimately we got to start with our pelvis in order to build from there our support system. So let's begin in a comfortable seated position, having your feet flat on the floor with the palms floating up. And begin to close your eyes. Just beginning to be aware of the sounds around you. Noticing either the background noise or the lack of noise there may be around you. Just notice. Palms are soft and open to receive. Then beginning to notice the sensation of the air on your skin. What areas are exposed? Do you feel some cool air brushing against your skin? Or some warmth in areas? Allowing your shoulders and the muscles of your face to be soft. Begin to draw your awareness to your breath as it comes in the nose, down the throat and into your lungs. And as you exhale, emptying the lungs, the air coming up your throat and out your nose. So the benefit of the nasal breathing is that we have these sensors in our nose for nitric oxide. So not only is oxygen important in the release of carbon dioxide, but nitric oxide to help release these chemicals in our body, to help dilate the blood vessels, therefore releasing more blood to our muscles, to our organs and our glands as we move through our practice for the next few minutes. Allowing our blood pressure to come down, our heart rate to decrease. and begin to cultivate a sense of peace and calm. Following your breath as it comes in, begin to sip a little bit more on the inhale. And as you exhale, squeezing out a little bit more. Now, especially if you're in your third trimester like I am, you don't want to squeeze too hard, but feel like a sense of hugging the baby to your spine. That'll gently activate some of the abdominal muscles that we don't want to overdo at this point, but getting that slight, gentle activation. Couple more rounds, in and out. On your next exhale, let your hands flip down, so palms touching the thighs, beginning to shrug the shoulders up towards your ears. Exhale as you roll them back and down. Inhale, shrugging the shoulders forward and up. Exhale, back and down. Just a couple of times here, letting your hands just gently glide on the tops of your thighs, keeping the movement nice, slow, and controlled. Inhale, lift. Exhale, back and down, opening up across the chest. Good. One more time, lifting up and back and down. Now reverse. So squeeze the shoulder blades together, lift the shoulders up, inhale, exhale, forward and down. Inhale, exhale. Couple more rounds. One more time, up and down. Release. Soften your gaze as the eyes open. Inhale, reach the arms out, lifting up, and then reaching one arm up and then the other as you really focus on rooting down. So really press down in your hips and getting that sense of lift, creating space. So this could feel really good, getting your chest off of the rib cage and rib cage off of the hips, creating more space for your baby, for your breath. Taking a deep breath in here. Purse your lips like you're blowing out candles. Exhale. Good. Do it again. Interlace the fingers, pressing the palms up towards the ceiling. Inhale. Exhale, purse your lips. Good. Leaning a little bit to your left, just a little bit. We're just opening up some of the rib cage here on your right side. Take a deep breath in and hold at the top nice and full. And exhale. Good. Come back to center. Inhale and then exhale, leaning over to the right just a couple of degrees. Opening up the left side. Deep breath in. Let it go. Inhale to center, releasing the arms and just shake it out. Loosen up the wrists. And then just a little flick of the fingers. I don't know about you, but with this warmer weather and being in the later stages of pregnancy, my hands tend to get a little tight, a little swollen these days. So just shaking that all loose. That tension from the day. Good. We'll take a gentle twist. So twists are typically safe as long as you don't have any, bulging discs or any other medical reasons that may prevent you. As long as it's like an open twist. So if we were to lift a leg and then twist into that, that would be a little bit more of a closed twist. So we'll just do a nice easy open twist. Inhale, sitting up tall. Exhale, twist to your right, using your left hand to touch your right thigh. The right hand comes to the seat behind you, just gently guiding your right shoulder back. And then using your head to turn a little bit to your right. Deep breath in, nice and tall. Exhale. Come to center. Inhale, keeping that nice length we just created in our spine. And exhale over to the left. Inhaling, getting taller. Exhaling, bringing your gaze over to the left. Maybe draw that shoulder back a little bit more. Inhale, come to center. Reaching your arms out to the side, crossing right under the left. Your elbows are stacked. Drawing the back of the hands together. This is eagle arms, opening up behind your shoulder blades. Lift your shoulders up. I'm going to turn a little to the side so you can see what I mean. This left arm is going to create almost like a little shelf for your chin. Okay, so keeping yourself facing center for a moment. Squeeze those elbows in, the back of the hands, or even crossing a little bit more at the wrists, depending on how it feels. If there's any pain or you notice the breath is becoming restricted, then don't go so far. Keep it here with the back of the arms together. Lift those elbows, and then just a couple of degrees turn to your right. So your hips stay forward, but the arms are moving to the right. We're opening up the access to our left lung, our heart. Fun fact, our left lung is typically smaller than our right to compensate for our heart. So opening that up, releasing any built up heat there may be in this area. Take a deep breath in, come to center. Release the arms, make a big circle. Whew. And reverse. We'll take it on the other side. Arms go out. And then taking the opposite elbow, so left under right. Back of the arms, pressing in, lift those elbows. If you'd like, cross at the wrists, squeezing in. And again, keeping your hips facing forward, just a couple of degrees. Bring your arms over to the left. Now our right arm is creating a little bit of a shelf for our chin. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Opening up our right lung. Our liver and gallbladder live on this side of the body. Allowing more opening, better communication between our body and our organs. Slowly come back to center, release, big circle one direction, and reverse. Taking the legs out wide and pointing the toes out. So I know you can't see my toes, but they're pointing out as the heels are in. Taking your arms to goalpost or cactus arms. This is a modification of goddess pose. Now this one is really good for all stages of pregnancy. If you do have some instability in the pelvis, maybe SI joint is a little sensitive, this may not feel as good. So keep it more centered and just work on the arms. But if it feels okay to do so, open up. And I want you to really press your feet into the ground. So make this active. Even though we're sitting in a chair, you can still get that isometric work here. So that's where the muscle is contracting, but not changing length. So press your feet into the floor. And then almost imagine you have this big ball between your legs and you're squeezing in. You'll feel the adductors on the inside of your thigh engage. If you would like, you can even take this to a wall. So I'll just show that real quick. You can stay here or take it to the wall so your back goes right up against it and just gently slide down. You don't have to force yourself to go really low into a deep squat. Right here is just fine. Holding here, deep breath in, deep breath out. 2 more, inhale, exhale, keep those hands opening up. 1 more breath in, let it go. Good, if you're at the wall, coming back to your seat, and then we'll all come to that comfortable seated position, our legs back together, about hips distance. Drawing your hands to your heart, thank you for joining me in this short chair flow. Especially if you're like me in the 3rd trimester, sometimes all you have is that 5 or 10 minutes worth of endurance, or if you have other kids at the house, maybe that's all the time that you may have. And don't beat yourself up if you can't get in a long practice. Any little bit helps. I hope you enjoyed. Let me know in a message or a comment below if you would like to see more just like this. I am due any day now, so I'm hoping to get another video in, but if not, it might be just a little while until things settle with having a newborn in the home. Thank you, and namaste.